Hey everyone, James Stirgus here, founder of Profit Recon Advisors. I am touching base with you guys tonight because I was watching Shark Tank, one of my favorite shows. Typically tune in every Friday, and today, Saturday, I got a chance to kind of catch up on the show. And one thing that stood out to me was this business, Cricket's Candy Creation. And it was a very interesting and creative idea where kids are able to eat the art that they create. And few of the sharks weren't really interested in the deal, but there were a couple who were very interested in investing in this business. And there were a few red flags. One, the business owner didn't really know what their strategy was going to be. Were they selling the kit to the children or the families to be able to create these edible arts, or the franchise model that she was working on growing and building with a franchise team that she already had to launch this product, or this strategy rather. And what I found really interesting is when they really wanted to dig into the numbers of how much profit will the franchise owners earn, how much profit did she make in the business the previous year, what was her revenue from the previous year. She did not know these numbers. And these are very standard questions that an investor would ask when you are coming to them and asking for capital in order for you to grow and scale your business. And I wanted to take the time to kind of address something like this because this is ultimately why Profit Recon Advisors exists and why I created the firm. And it is to support small business owners, small and medium-sized business owners who do not come from a financial background. And the owner spoke of this. She's not really good with numbers. This is not her thing, but she was very passionate. She knew her product. This type of entrepreneur is in multiple different industries, right? Plumbing, HVAC, construction, restaurants, you name it. Every industry, there's a very passionate entrepreneur who knows their craft very well, but they do not come from a financial background. How do we support those business owners so that they feel like they have a partner that they can trust, that they can go to, get the numbers they need to better understand how they grow, how they scale, where's cash flow, where's profit, what do they need to change within their business in order to get it to where they want it to go. And that's what they recommended to this entrepreneur, that she should get a partner. She should get partnerships to help her in her weak areas, right? And so that's where my goal is to come in, partner with business owners strategically, and help you along these lines. And I couldn't help but think, okay, if this was my client and someone I was working with on a monthly basis, how could I set them up for success knowing that they're going to get on television to speak about their business and ask for capital from investors? I would drill them and help them and make them understand, help them understand as a coach, as a partner. Okay, your revenue was this last year. Your revenue was this over the last 3 years. This is what your margins are. This is what your product sells for. This is what your debt is right now. This is where we also have capital from right now. All of the essential financial questions that an investor would ask, that would be my responsibility as a partner to make sure that you are well equipped with those tools so that when you get in front of that audience, you feel prepared. It also made me think about the people who maybe not looking for investors, but they're looking to raise debt. They're going to the bank trying to get credit lines, or they want to expand their business by getting business loans, and they have to articulate, how is the business performing? What are the growth plans for the business when I give you this capital that you are seeking? And a lot of business owners are not able to articulate that and express that with confidence. This is, again, the reason why I exist. helping business owners to achieve these goals. So I didn't dig into who I am. James Stirgus, as I mentioned, Profit Recon Advisors, founder, CEO, and I come from that financial background. I have a bachelor's in finance, a master's in accounting, and I worked in accounting and finance in the corporate America for a little over 8 years. And so my dedication is focused on small and medium business owners. So if this is you, you're a business owner, you want to continue to focus on your craft and your business and growing and scaling, but you need a partner, someone that you can depend on, someone you can trust, someone with integrity, someone who's going to give it to you straight, but also someone that you know that you can lean on in order to help guide you to where you're trying to go. Reach out to me. We can have a conversation, a free conversation, and it can just be candid. How's business going? What's been working for you? What's not working? And we can figure out there's a partnership for us to work together to create some systems for you, some processes for you, so that you have something that you can actually scale. That's the whole purpose of my firm, to help you get to where you want to go and create them systems and processes that scale with your business. Every business is not doing $5 and $10 million. Majority of businesses are doing less than $250K in revenue. And it may be because they don't have the financial systems in place and the team and the strategy in order to help them scale to the next level. I come in to help you figure out what that system and process looks like, help you build that on the back end while you focus on the operations piece of the business. And then we stay in contact on a regular basis so we can make sure that that strategy is actually working. If this is something you're interested in, I'll drop a link below so that you can set up some free time for us to connect. I wish you well, and hopefully this is a learning lesson for you to please, if you don't have someone in your corner right now, you need to start thinking about what is going to be your strategy to not be like this entrepreneur where they don't know their numbers. Thanks.